What's up? It's your boy El Real Board Mario, and I just got a new video out. Yep. And for all those people that said that I wouldn't come back, guys, I could do these kind of videos at any point in time whenever I feel like it. Okay? Maybe I was just sitting out. Did you ever think that? Anyways, for those who have been paying attention to my other videos, well, you're not gonna like this one. This topic is all about all the core series of music. Now, metal is originally like most hardest type of riffs out there. Like you think Iron Maiden, Metallica, you think Black Sabbath, and then you think punks, you think the Ramones, you think Exploited, you think the Clash, all those other kind of bands. Now, the first thing I want to say about metalcore is, what the hell is the major difference about them compared to any other of the core, quote unquote? Metalcore is just it's just like mixed with like thrash and stupidity all over it. That's all what it is. Like metalcore is making hard riffs, but it sounds a lot like thrash metal, okay? And the guys scream like bitches, okay? They're just little panty waist guys that have the same hairdo. And mainly what they do is they thrash around and they don't do much, you know? I don't get the whole concept of metalcore. Metalcore bothers the shit out of me just because what it stands for is completely nothing. It's like adding on to metal, but combining it with something that's basically very different from what it should be. Okay, it doesn't make you hardcore to do something more with the sound and thrashing and all that, okay? What made metal unique was the fact that metal, original metal, which I'm trying to talk about here, is at least you know who the metal people are. And even if there was different categories of metal, such as like death metal, regular metal, heavy metal, and thrash metal, you knew who those people were. This whole discussion that I'm talking about here is that you have this metalcore, which is the first thing, but mainly it sounds too much like thrash metal and some guy going excuse me, I almost choked on something. And it's nothing but little panty waist kids who grew their hair long. Okay, now I want to talk to you about death metal. Death metal is supposed to be like some concept of something more darker, more evilly pronounced, more vicious in its own cycle. But see, what I don't understand is, why the hell is deathcore painting their face like corpse makeup? They use corpse makeup. Okay, and they're supposed to be much more darker. You know, it's supposed to be like this kind of orchestra kind of stuff, and you're taking out the whole element of the orchestra. Like you're almost saying that you're trying to steal something from Beethoven, trying to steal something from all the classical artists and all the orchestrated artists, and turn it into some kind of metal to make it more harmonious. No, it's not. It's still dumb. Taking something from another element doesn't mean that you're making it original. That's the whole point. And that's where my argument stands right there on that. Now, you can put corpse makeup all you want. You can sit there and talk about death. You can sit there and have orchestrated music with harmony. But you guys still sound like retards. All of you do. All the bands from the deathcore sound like idiots. They sound like a pig was farting. I can't tell whether or not that where the song begins and where the song ends, and the chords are the same, just like in metalcore, but only they're supposed to be, oh, I'm darker. But the drum set still sounds the same shit. It still goes all the time. I don't get that. That's really dumb. And that's why I have an argument against deathcore, because of how stupid it really sounds, man. Now let's talk about grindcore. Grindcore. Oh my goodness, they're supposed to be brutal. Ooh. Talk about fucking cadavers like Cannibal Corpse, right? You're supposed to be talking about death and all that shit and all that crazy stuff in Grindcore. Sure, yeah. Oh, you guys are so hardcore. No, you're not. You guys still sound the same as deathcore and metalcore and any other type of retarded ass core, screamo core. Jesus core is gay because it's like talking about Jesus but going and that's supposed to be like Jesus, okay? They have like a song, they have like a band like Norma Jean, Devil Wears Prada, that's supposed to be a Christian band. Okay, they're a Christian band. But yet they sound the same as any other core. Just because you add anything towards it doesn't necessarily mean that it's hardcore. People, listen to me. Deathcore is the little orchestra. Retarded. Metalcore still sounds like thrashcore. There's nothing difference between the cores on there. If you listen to it, you would understand. Grindcore talks about all kinds of brutal shit. But there's no point to it. And like also, Jesus Core is supposed to be religious. All about religious influences. Oh, wow. Screamo Core. I guess that's supposed to mean that that was like emo core evolutionized. Emo started out different. If you remember, if anyone who is a true patriarch to the fanship of emo, it began in the late 80s in Washington. Okay? There were some underground thing. It's supposed to be called emotional core. Emotional music. Like they're supposed to show more emotion. How could you not show more emotion in music? That's what music is all about, is to show raw emotion. But not like that. The biggest argument too that I've ever heard from any of the people who like the core center music is sitting there going, well, we're original. We came up with this. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. If you listen to the past music, and I'll even name off a couple for you. Napalm Death, Venom, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Metallica, Megadeth, there you go. Listen to them. And tell me that they don't sound the same as the modern music, but the modern music tries to make it look like it's obviously different. It's just dumb. There's nothing to say anything good about any of these bands. They're stupid. I don't care. They're dumb. Okay? If you want to be original, come up with a different kind of sound. That's all what I gotta say there. Alright, this is your El Real Board Mario, signing out, but I'll be back. So always catch me on the next video.